News that's coming in from Karnataka. Since the prosecution go-ahead has been given by the governor of Karnataka against the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, it is Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, who has landed in Bengaluru. Kharge says governors are troubling the chief opposition chief ministers in every state. I have never seen the prosecution permission notice, and I'll only react after I see the notice. On what grounds has the prosecution been given? This is the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge, who's flown down from the national capital Delhi in the city of Bengaluru just hours after the prosecution go-ahead has been given by the governor of the state of Karnataka against the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Mallikarjun Kharge, upon his arrival in Bengaluru, said governors are troubling the opposition chief ministers in every state. I have not seen the prosecution permission or the notice. I will only react after I see on what grounds the nod for the prosecution has been given. Now this with regards to the Muda scam, the alleged Muda scam that has taken place in the state of Karnataka. The opposition in the state of Karnataka, that is the Bharatiya Janata Party and the JDS together, have been pressurizing the chief minister to resign, to vacate his post with regards to the scams that have come tumbling out in the state of Karnataka. My colleague Nagarjun Dwarkanath is now joining me on the story. Nagarjun, we can gauge how urgent the matter is because we understand that the prosecution was given just in the morning today, and now we are seeing the AICC president, Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge, flying down from Delhi and reaching the city of Bengaluru.
Aishwarya, I'll have to mention here that the Congress president has come on a routine visit to his house. He's not come here based on any prosecution development. His office has clarified that he had come to Bengaluru just on a regular visit. It's a weekend. He had to meet his family as well. Most likely he'll go back to Delhi and the prosecution comes as a coincidence is what his office has spoken. But nevertheless, the Congress president is here and is targeted the BJP party as well as the union government directly, that wherever there are non-BJP chief ministers, we have seen the Raj Bhavan and the governors trying to trouble the chief minister. It happened in Tamil Nadu, it happened in West Bengal, it happened in different states, and now in Karnataka, because it's a Congress-ruled state, is what the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge has said, and also that the High Command stands firmly. He will react officially only after he sees the notice given to the chief minister's office about the prosecution, is what Kharge has said.
Right, Nagarjun, please stay on with me on this story. It is Mallikarjun Kharge who, according to Nagarjun Dwarkanath, has been on a routine visit to the city of Bengaluru, but now will be visiting the house of the Chief Minister of the state, Siddaramaiah. In fact, Congress workers are now staging a protest against Siddaramaiah's prosecution. In Mysuru, Congress workers are protesting against the governor of the state. Slogans of Governor Go Back are being raised by the Congress supporters in the state of Karnataka. Congress workers at the moment staging a protest against the prosecution order that has been given by the governor of the state. Nagarjun Dwarkanath, my colleague, is still with me on the story. Nagarjun, but we are seeing, messages being sent from the national capital, from the party high command. They are telling Siddaramaiah that you need to fight this out, but we are standing behind you. The entire party is standing behind you. The high command is standing behind you.
Well, that's the message coming from AICC that CM should not worry. There is no question of asking his resignation on moral grounds unless the court asks. Maybe then the Congress party will think about it. But at this point of time, there is no question of any resignation. The Congress High Command has told on record that it's a vendetta politics carry on by the BJP party as well as the union government through the doors of the Raj Bhavan, and the governor is acting on the interest or the behest of the BJP High Command is what Congress officially has put on record. Chief Minister has got some support from the Congress party, not just here from the state but also from centre, and he has got more courage to fight the court, fight the case legally is what we are told. In fact, I spoke to sources close to the Chief Minister to understand what is the mood in the CM's camp. They are saying he's quite positive about the prosecution itself being quashed by the High Court, most likely on Monday when the Chief Minister moves the court. But we'll have to wait and watch as to will the interim order be given immediately, or maybe there might be a delay of 2-3 days because objections also have to be called from Raj Bhavan. So we'll have to wait and watch on Monday what kind of legal turn will this case take. But the next 2 days, for the next 48 hours, Chief Minister and his camp are saying that he is quite confident of the case being quashed and he will not take up the question of any resignation. The Congress party High Command also is firmly behind the Chief Minister.
Thank you, Nagarjun, for giving us all those details. My colleague putting things in perspective at the moment in the state of Karnataka, there's trouble that is brewing for the Chief Minister of the state, Siddaramaiah. Karnataka Chief Minister is facing mounting pressure as the state's governor has given permission for his prosecution. This development follows a complaint which was filed by an RTI activist, T.J. Abraham. It was T.J. Abraham who flagged the alleged Muda scam. According to the RTI, the complainant is accusing Siddaramaiah of not disclosing land which was owned by his wife Parvati. All this was not disclosed in his election affidavit. The allegations are suggesting Parvati benefited from suspicious land swaps and was also claiming illegal manipulation and corrupt practices in land allocation. The complainant has urged the governor to cancel the sites that have been granted to the chief minister's wife. These serious allegations have put Siddaramaiah in a very tough spot. There are legal proceedings that are now looming large just on the horizon.
There was a friend of mine, an activist in Mysore, who had collected all the documents, and he sent it to me, one Gangadhar. So when I scanned through this documents, I could figure out that's an absolutely clear, open and shut case of corruption. An alternative site is being given, not an alternative. About 14 alternative sites have been given to in lieu of something which was not in existence at all. The Siddaramaiah family did not have any land which they claimed they had to gain these 14 sites. This is the basic complaint that I've lodged. My question is very simple. Where was your land? There was no village land, there was no agricultural land. It was only Devanoru Badavane, which means a Devanoru third stage layout. Residential layout was there. How can you reclaim land which is already distributed to people as your land? Unless you were blind and you did not see the land which you purchased, you couldn't see, you couldn't understand what the topography of that land was.
The governor has given prosecution permission against the chief minister based on a private complaint filed by an RTI activist. How do you see this as a home minister?
No, first of all, we were not expecting this. Of course, the cabinet took a decision in explaining or in replying to the showcase which was issued. And we were hoping that governor definitely will take seriously about our advice and withdraw the show cause and also not permitting for prosecution. But now that he has given the permission, we will examine legally and we will fight it legally.
So most likely the chief minister will also move the court on Monday to challenging the prosecution. But before that, the BJP will put pressure on you saying that an FIR has to be registered because the prosecution has been...
We'll see. I'm going to chief minister. We will discuss what are the legal options we have and then we'll take action accordingly.
So many of your leaders, including MLAs and ministers, felt that the union government was trying to use, or the BJP was trying to use Raj Bhavan to attack the Congress government here.
No, we have been saying that for the last 15 days. We have been saying that, Government of India is misusing the governor's office, and now governor office is become a kind of a scapegoat in the hands of the Government of India.
ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ರೂಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ವಿಷಯ. ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಮೋದಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ವನಾಶ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಡಿ, ಐಟಿ, CBI ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರ ಕಚೇರಿ, ಅದು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಕಚೇರಿ, ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರ ಕಚೇರಿ ಇವತ್ತು BJPಯ ಒಂದು ದುರ್ಬಳಕೆಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಕಚೇರಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪು CM ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದ ವಿಚಾರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಈ ಗವರ್ನರು ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಕೆಳಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಇಳಿದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇದೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
कर्नाटक के राज्यपाल जी अपने अधिकार का दुरुपयोग करके जो प्रोसिक्यूशन के लिए परमिशन दिए हैं, ये प्रजाप्रभुत्व का कग्गोले है करके मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ. मूडा का जो ये है विषय है, अभी से तो उसका जो तहकीकात है वो चल रही है. तहकीकात खत्म होने के बाद अगर वो जो रिजल्ट आता है, अगर राज्यपाल जी को उससे तसल्ली नहीं होती है, तब जाके अगर प्रोसिक्यूशन को परमिशन देते तो अलग बात. इतना बोलना चाहती हूँ।
Government is acting on chief ministers and ministers wherever the other governments are there. The BJP governments, they are always harassing, humiliating the chief ministers. But I will see what exact reason is in this.
आपने देखा है कि गवर्नर ने पहले तो राज्य सरकार से पूछा था जवाब, और जवाब में राज्य सरकार ने जो सफाई दी थी उस सफाई को दरकिनार करते हुए, क्योंकि उस सफाई में तथ्य नहीं प्राप्त हुए थे, उस सफाई को दरकिनार करते हुए आज गवर्नर साहब ने सिद्धरमैया जी के ऊपर केस चले, सिद्धरमैया जी के परिवार ने, सिद्धरमैया जी ने लैंड अलॉटमेंट केस में घोटाला किया है, यह स्पष्ट होता है, और इस पर केस चले इसकी अनुमति प्रदान की है। आखिरकार यह केस है क्या? यह मुदा लैंड अलॉटमेंट फ्रॉडुलेंट केस ये क्या है? आप देखिए, ये मैसूरू अर्बन डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी जो है, इन्होंने एक नियम बना रखा है कि अगर किसी ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में कोई लैंड एक्वायर करती है वो लेआउट के लिए, कॉलोनी के डेवलपमेंट के लिए, तो उसके बदले 50-50% एक स्कीम उन्होंने खोला है। अर्थात अगर लैंड ग्रामीण क्षेत्र का उन्होंने लिया है तो उसके एवज में जो कंपेंसेशन दिया जाएगा वो शहरी क्षेत्र में, जिसको अंग्रेजी में आप अप मार्केट एरिया कहते हैं, जहां ज्यादा लाभ होने की संभावना है, जो डेवलप्ड एरिया है, उस अप मार्केट एरिया में आपको 50% जमीन दिया जाएगा ताकि आप कंपेंसेट हो सको अपने ग्रामीण क्षेत्र के जमीन के। देखिए, 2004 में सिद्धरमैया जी की धर्मपत्नी पार्वती जी, उनके भाई ने लगभग 3.16 एकड़ जमीन केशरी नामक एक गांव है मैसूरू में, वहां उन्होंने खरीदा था। 2005 में इसकी जो मालकिन वो पार्वती जी बनी थी, जो धर्मपत्नी है सिद्धरमैया जी की। बाद में खैर ये मालूम पड़ा कि ये लैंड ट्रांसफर डील हो ही नहीं सकता था क्योंकि ये दलित की भूमि थी। और हाल फिलहाल में ये पूरा केस उजागर इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि जिस व्यक्ति की ये 3 एकड़ जमीन थी, उस व्यक्ति ने इसे रिक्लेम किया मुद्दा से कि मुझे ये जमीन वापस दिया जाए, मुझे ये जमीन नहीं बेचना था, फ्रॉडुलेंट तरीके से मुझसे ये जमीन लिया गया है। और उस समय जब पूरा का पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुआ तो मालूम पड़ा कि मुदा ने ऑलरेडी पार्वती जी को, जो कि धर्मपत्नी है सिद्धरमैया जी की, उनको 14 प्लॉट अप मार्केट एरिया मैसूरू में दिया जा चुका है, जो कि लगभग ये पूरा का पूरा जो स्कैम है उसमें स्पष्ट है कि जितने का कॉम्पेंसेशन होना चाहिए था उससे कई गुना अधिक अप मार्केट एरिया में 14 लैंड अलॉटमेंट्स हुए हैं। और लगभग इसका आकलन जो वर्तमान में मीडिया और जो वहां के जानने वाले लोग हैं उन्होंने किया है, द होल करप्शन इन फैक्ट गोज अप टू अबाउट 3,000 to 4,000 करोड़ रुपीस। ये 3,000 से 4,000 करोड़ रुपए का घोटाला है। आप सोच के देखिए, इनका कोई 50 करोड़ 100 करोड़ का घोटाला होता नहीं है, उतनी की तो ये कॉफी पी जाते हैं। इनका घोटाला सब कुछ 4,000 5,000 करोड़ का ही होता है। एंड दे ऑल फॉलो द फुटस्टेप्स ऑफ द गांधी फैमिली। ये नेशनल हेराल्ड केस जो था, जिसमें भी ये जमीन गबन घोटाला, जमीन हड़प लेना, यह भी 5,000 करोड़ का केस था, जिसमें मां बेटे बेल पे बाहर है। बेल पे बाहर है ना, दोनों बेल पे बाहर है, एक्यूज नंबर 1 और एक्यूज नंबर 2। सोनिया जी एक्यूज नंबर 1 है और राहुल जी एक्यूज नंबर 2 है। उसमें 5,000 करोड़ का ये घोटाला था, और अभी ये जो घोटाला हुआ है ये 4,000 करोड़ का घोटाला है। आप सोच के देखिए, तो डाल डाल में पात पात, मतलब इनके बड़े नेता 5,000 करोड़, तो छोटे नेता बोल रहे हैं अच्छा हम भी कंपटीशन में छोड़ेंगे नहीं, हम भी 5,000 करोड़ करके दिखाएंगे। तो 4,000 करोड़ की लूट ये सिद्धरमैया जी ने किया है, उनके परिवार ने किया है। और आज ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी या कांग्रेस का विषय नहीं है, मैं एक साधारण नागरिक के रूप में धन्यवाद देता हूं। पहले गवर्नर इस प्रकार के केसेस पे बैठ जाते थे, पहले इस प्रकार के केसेस पे पॉलिटिकल कंपल्शन, कोट अनकोट, इफ यू वुड रिमेंबर मनमोहन सिंह जी, देयर वाज अ टर्म इन दोज डेज ऑफ यूपीए, पॉलिटिकल कंपल्शन होता था कि इस पे सैंक्शन नहीं देना है,